And we're going live on Instagram at the same time. We're just checking connection. Hello, high achievers.
Hi.
I know it's been a long time. I disappeared from all of your houses, but here I am with a bunch of students, a bunch of English teachers, English lovers, some people here on. So here we go. How do you prepare for the C2 Proficiency exam? Online, at home, when you were sitting there because of COVID-19, right? This is the reason which brought us here together, wanting to help you, to bring information to more people who would like to prepare for C2 proficiency. So let me introduce myself, and then I will let everybody else introduce themselves. And if you are on Instagram, I can see your questions, but if you are on YouTube, I will try to see your questions at the same time without having a second back voice, but don't worry, I will answer everything at the end. Cool? Okay. So let me just open my camera here a little bit. My name is Flavia Costa. I am an English teacher, as you know. I have been preparing students for Cambridge exams since 2008, but I started teaching English in 1991, so it's been a long time. In 2008 is when I was hired by an English course here in Brazil, where I live. The name is Cultura Inglesa. They taught me how, and they prepared me to become a Cambridge exam preparation teacher. And I left Cultura Inglesa when I became a mom. So I wanted to be with my kids. I stopped working for a while, and that's when I thought about going online. I have been online since 2016, and I have been preparing students for Cambridge exams since 2008, as I said. Preparing students for the C2 Proficiency exam is my expertise and my passion, and this is something that I have been doing for the last, solely preparing for the C2 Proficiency exam for the last 2 years. Before that, I had been preparing for other exams as well. Here with me, I have a bunch of English lovers. Some of them have already passed the exam. Some of them are English teachers. Some of them are just, as I said, English lovers. And we're all in this together to help you, help answer your questions about C2 proficiency exam or about anything you would like to ask in that uh, in that Seara. So here, let me open my screen to show everybody. I would like people to introduce themselves. Please, Sabina, can you start? Open your camera, please. Open your microphone.
It's open. I'm Sabina. I'm Italian and I live in Udine. And I teach students at middle school. I became a teacher only 2 years ago. And that's all. And I passed the CPE Proficiency Exam last February.
Thank you, Sabina. Salvatore Novilla, would you like to introduce yourself? Oh, open your microphone, please.
Yes, my name is Salvatore. I am from Italy. I lived in the UK for about 10 years. I have a Twitter account, English Latest, twitter.com/English Latest. And I teach a variety of courses and variety of ages.
Thank you. Paco, would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Paco. I'm from Spain. I am an English teacher. I have been teaching English for 4 years. I am working in an English academy here in the south of Spain. I consider myself an English buff because it's my cup of tea. It's one of my passions.
Thank you. Aria, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Áurea. I am Brazilian. I live in São Vicente, São Paulo. And as Flavia said, I am an English lover. And I'm not working. Currently, I'm not working, but I am in my house studying English and trying to achieve the knowledge of all these lovely people. He's trying to help me. Thank you very much and join us.
Thank you, Aria. Sylvia, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi everybody, my name is Silvia, I'm Italian. I've been preparing for the CPE exam, which I hope I'll be able to take very soon as the COVID emergency is over. I've got, well, two main reasons for wanting to become proficient in English. Firstly, for my own satisfaction, because I'm very passionate about the language. And secondly, because, you know, I would like to become an English teacher in the future. So I feel like I've joined the right company. I used to work as a travel manager and a travel consultant in the past. And then when I became a mother, I stayed home with my daughter. So I think it's time to start doing something again for myself. And here I am. Thank you.
Sylvia, would you like to tell people about things in Italy right now?
Well, it's a tough time, and we are starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but we are still in a critical and crucial situation. So we must be very careful approaching the second phase. There is talk of start to reopen a few business activities, but still we need to receive more information about. The situation is still quite crucial, so I hope that they're not going to take any how can I say, risky decision, right? Our health is at stake at the moment, so we want to be very careful. Yeah.
Do you see eye to eye with her, Salvo?
I couldn't agree more. Italy is in a transition at the moment, and the government is trying to compromise between the health of the population and the business priority of productivity or economic development. So it's important also to produce in order not to get in debt with the European community and in general with the investors.
Microphone. Yeah, my microphone was mute. Salvatore Novello and Sylvia are both in Italy. I guess they're the only ones in Italy here today, right? Anybody else in Italy? Sabina, you're in Italy. I thought you were in, I don't know why I always think you were in Spain. Okay, would you like to say something about it?
Well, I couldn't agree more, as Salvo said, because in my region the situation is not bad, but we don't feel quite safe yet. So let's hope things will be better soon.
Mm-hmm. So in Italy, you are starting to leave your houses, right? While here, we are starting to get in.
Yes, but that can be dangerous. So better to be quite cautious.
Yeah, true. And who is in Spain?
Me.
Paco, Marta, and Elisa. Are you in Spain, Elisa? No? Where are you? Can you talk a little bit about you in Uruguay?
Yes, my name is Elisa. I'm from Uruguay. We are at home with closed schools. It's been really hard because we don't understand quite well what we have to do. People tend to go out and don't respect the law. Anyway, we are just starting with the COVID-19. In my country, only 10 people has died.
Oh, okay. So it's just starting there, and I hope it stays that way, right? I hope
Yes,
it does.
we hope so.
Yeah. There are some.
Okay, I want to say something related to Flavia Costa is the best. I'm a firm believer that she's the best. And I am going to pass the C2 exam thanks to her.
Thank you, Elisa. Elisa is an excellent English teacher. She has CELTA. She's ready to do at any level as well, okay? And she's in Uruguay and she's online. We are also always going to talk about her teaching as well. And about teaching, really quickly before I go to Spain here, there is some new vocabulary about COVID-19. Have you seen it? If you go online and you start looking for a new vocabulary in English created because of COVID-19, you're going to find some pretty interesting stuff. Yesterday, I found COVIDiot, who are the people who do not respect the laws, and COVIDiot, Morona. So, yeah, you should do what people tell you to do in order not to receive those adjectives, right? So Paco said he was in Spain. He introduced himself. I will let Marta introduce herself. She's also in Spain, and then they're both going to talk about Spain a little bit. Please, Marta.
Hello, my name is Marta. As you all know, I live in Spain, but I'm originally from the UK. I've joined Flavia's group for the CPE course, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And I also hope to pass my C2 exam sometime soon. In Spain, I'm an English teacher helping students in mainstream education pass exams, or for students that have difficulties from primary to secondary and also at university level. And yeah, Spain it's like Italy. It's a few weeks behind Italy, but we are starting to see hopefully light at the end of the tunnel. Children have been confined to their homes for the last 5 weeks or so, and by the 26th, I think they're allowed to go out from the age of 12. But there is very little. Well, I think that resuming classes, face-to-face classes, is difficult to foresee. But there is hope that they might reconvene classes mid-June, hopefully.
Okay, Paco, would you like to add to that information about Spain?
Yeah, I totally agree with her because from a month ago, we have been living a permanent confinement. For example, in my particular case, I have been here at home, stuck at home for a month, roughly. Apart from the fact that the schools have closed and there are no classes face-to-face. That's a pity, but that's the reason why we are in a permanent confinement, and the prospect of release kids are part of the population will take a long time. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the most difficult part from our lives. Okay, we hope that it will change for the better in the short term. Yeah.
Thank you. All right, so we've heard from Italy, we've heard from Spain, and we've heard from Uruguay. Let's hear about teachers from Brazil, right? Why don't you go ahead and talk about yourself a little bit, Giselene?
Okay, hello, I'm Giselene, and I'm from Brazil, from the south of Brazil. The name of the city where I live is Curitiba. And I've been teaching English since 2012. And yeah, I love English, and I want to pass C2 exam, both for professional and personal reasons. That's it.
Is off. Sorry. Carol, would you like to say something?
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Carol. I live in São Paulo, and I've been teaching English in a language school, mainly to kids, preteens, teens, which I love. I love teaching, and I miss my students. I've been teaching them online for a month now. The good part of it is that I've been learning how to deal with the online classes, and I've been learning a lot about it, although I miss them as well a lot.
I am pretty sure they miss you too. Lovely teacher. Aline, talk about yourself a little bit, please. Your microphone.
Sorry. Hi, I am Aline. I am originally from Brazil, but I have been living in Dublin, Ireland for over 8 years. I am passionate about English and education. At the moment, I work with preschool children, but I want to start teaching adults. So I want to be an English teacher. And I'm happy to be here with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Aline. Mara, can you tell us a bit?
Well, my name is Mara. I live in São Paulo, Brazil. In fact, I'm not a teacher. All my professional life, I worked with American companies. And I'm just here just to practice my English, not to avoid losing the practice I've got along the years. Okay, so I'm very happy to be here with all of you as well. Not listening?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for letting me know you were not listening to me. So, right, okay. I am going to start presenting a short explanation about what's happening on Cambridge, what's happening, why did they postpone exams, and how they let us know about it, and what to expect, where to find material, how to study on your own if you do not have the money to invest in a course right now, okay? So we're all here to help you. We're all here to share our experiences with you and let you know how to find books, how to find material, how some subject was easier or harder to study because of what you did, what you didn't do, and so on and so forth. I'm going to share my screen with you. And I guess it's interesting. I can share it here. No, let me, yeah, I can do it this way, I guess. Let me just do it in a different way. Just a minute. Okay, so I'm going to share this screen here with you right now. Okay, is it free? Yes, it's free. We're going to be doing this for free every Monday. And our idea is to help you prepare for the C2 Proficiency Exam while you are at home. And this is our lesson 1. Guys, feel free to open your microphones and add to my information at any time, okay? And people, if you are watching, I will ask you to keep on asking questions. We will answer all of your questions as soon as we finish this presentation. So, the C2 Proficiency Exam is the highest level exam at Cambridge Assessment English, okay? Here is how it compares to IELTS. This is people's greatest doubt. Whenever people ask me questions about, should I take the C2 Proficiency or should I take the IELTS? This is the question I receive most often. So IELTS goes up to proficiency at a B level. There's no such thing as IELTS at the same level of proficiency grade A, okay? So that's the difference. Proficiency is considered to be higher level. Also, IELTS only lasts for 2 years, while the proficiency exam lasts for your whole life. That's why it's better for you to take it professionally. So I guess you already know that. Let's move on. If your purpose is academic, career, or studies, the C2 Proficiency will suit you better because it lasts forever. Now, what is going on right now? What's happening right there at Cambridge English Assessment? When you open Cambridge English Assessment page, this is the first thing you see. Can you hear me?
No.
I guess my voice is getting cut.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
You're breaking up a little
Yes.
bit.
Can you please?
Do you think that if we
Okay.
turn off our videos, is it better? Will it help?
Yes. Let's turn off our videos for a while, okay?
Okay.
I will do the same. Okay. I hope I'm being heard. Please type in the chat box if you can hear me, guys.
Very badly.
Very badly?
Yeah.
Is it
With
better?
interferences. Still breaking up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's because sharing on streaming takes some. Okay, let me pause recording here. Is it better?
I think so.
A little bit.
A little bit better? Getting better each time?
Yes.
Now it's better.
Yes. Okay, let me know if I can continue, okay? All right, so I will just stop some videos here together with my own, so we can move on. Let me know if you can hear me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
so
That's okay.
this is, okay, this is what Cambridge assessment page looks like right now. It says, coronavirus, latest news for learners and teachers, find out more. And they have let us know that they are canceling the exam for a while. Not canceling, right? They're suspending the exam for a while. Canceling is too strong of a word. Let me fix this broadcasting here. Okay, so here we go. If you click on the link there and you go to the second page at Cambridge exam, Cambridge official website, you are going to see this page here. And if you scroll down, okay, scrolling down the page a bit, you will find resources for teachers. What I advise you to do is to go to free teaching resources and exam preparation, even if you are not a teacher, okay? Even if you are not a teacher, this is going to be interesting for you because you are going to find all kinds of material there. Okay. If you continue moving inside of Cambridge English website, you will see free resources for preparing learners for Cambridge English qualifications, and there you will enter Cambridge English Proficiency to find information, to find free materials. So you will find the handbook for teachers, sample papers, 3 sample papers, lesson plans with explanation, teacher guides, and videos about every part of the exam, of the C2 Proficiency exam. Then, if you move on, you will see a C2 Proficiency paper-based exam, and you will see that there is the C2 Proficiency, sorry, my camera closed here. Again, you will see that there is the C2 Proficiency computer-based exam. One of the reasons why I put it here is to remember to tell you that if you are going to take the computer-based exam sample test here inside of the official web page, you should use Firefox. It does not work well with Chrome, okay? So go ahead, use Firefox, and then you can take this sample exam here for free. So how many sample exams are there? 3, 2 paper-based ones and 1 computer-based one with answers for you to work on. You will also find free English practice, okay? Practice your English with free online activities. You will find examiners' comments on a speaking test. You will be able to download the comments of the video you watch on YouTube. They have the link in here. There is a writing checklist for level C2. So you will learn what they do to correct your writings. There is information for candidates, summary regulations, frequently asked questions. You will find everything there, okay? I want to take you to a different page here, just a minute. Okay, so besides Cambridge website, let me do it like this, make it easier for you to see. Internet is the mean of communication around the world right now. Everybody's using the internet. That's why it's getting so difficult to browse, right? Okay, so let me go back here to see if I can open that screen. No. Anyways, what I want to show you here, and I'm not being able to, is here at the side where it was going to show you the Cambridge Press page, also talking about the virus and saying that they are giving us some information for free. Okay, so let me see if I can open this. You can now download some books for free there if you open Cambridge Press. Oh, okay, it's not going to open, guys, unfortunately. Let me see if I can share another page with you. Screen sharing has stopped. Okay. All right. People are talking to me here. Do you want to say something? I can't open the chat box. Can you see the chat box? All right. So I'm going to share my entire screen. I'm going to open my Chrome and go straight to the page I wanted to show you. Maybe this is going to be faster. Cambridge Press. I had prepared the slides to be faster, and then the slides ended up being slower, right? Here we go, Cambridge University Press, home, taking 2 years to open, but it's gonna. We can do it. Can do everything, right? Just a bit of patience. So here we go. So when you open Cambridge University Press, you will find a message to our customers about COVID-19. And I thought this was interesting knowledge because If you get in here, you will see they're giving you some free books, which are academic textbooks and books that you can download. See, look, more than 700 textbooks published and currently available on Cambridge Core. So we have made higher education textbooks in HTML format free to access online during the coronavirus outbreak to support universities and their students. So you can find loads of information online here. And going back to cambridge.org, cambridgeenglish.org, which is Cambridge's Cambridge assessments. Oh, I wrote it wrong. Let's see what I did wrong. I forgot the M. Very important letter if you want to say Cambridge properly. Here we go. So as soon as you open the page, first thing you see, coronavirus latest news. It lets us know that exams are suspended for a while. Okay, we're not going to have exams in May. We're not going to have exams in June. I don't know if we're going to have exams in July. Probably not. So possibilities, chances are that exams are going to be back only in November. Good? Good. So if you go to exams and tests and C2 Proficiency, you will find all of those exams to download. If you go to teaching English here, you can go to resources for teachers. Always go there, even if you are a student. Okay, guys, because if you're studying on your own, if you're not going to pay for an English course or for an English teacher to guide you, you have to see what English teachers would be doing. And this teaches teachers to teach you. Sorry, and it will teach you to teach yourself. I hope I made myself understood. Was that clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you click here, you go to C2 Proficiency CPE, you search, and you will find that material I have already showed you, right? Cambridge English Proficiency CPE, 26 different materials, handbook for teachers, sample papers, lesson plan, teacher guide, so on and so forth. Here, what I want to show you is learning English, free activities, exam preparation, test your English, and then there are games here, social media, and even more resources. If you get in there, you are going to see some books that Cambridge English tells you to use when preparing for Cambridge. One of them is in our course. One of them is Objective Proficiency. I talk a lot about it. We also use Expert Proficiency. We use Masterclass Proficiency. We use a little bit of every book in different, we use different sources because sometimes something is better explained in a different book. So that is why I didn't choose one only book for our course, but I decided to go for pieces of various books. So let me know if you can see my camera when I close this, please. I want to show you Masterclass Proficiency, which is, I chose part of this book for us to go through while preparing, while Cambridge does not tell us to go back. Why is that, guys? Because, I don't know if I'm sharing my screen. Am I sharing my screen?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because when we don't know when Cambridge is going to tell us, okay, we're going to be back in, it could be July. Let's just pray for that, right? Possibly it's only going to be back around November. In the meantime, we are going to continue studying, but this was a group which was already formed and preparing for July, and chances are that we're not going to take the exam. So we're putting the course on hold for a while, and we decided to follow some information which is not in the course. I decided to study some of the information that is not in the course, and I chose Masterclass Proficiency for some reasons. Let me make it bigger here for us to take a look. Can you see it the way I see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. So Unit 1 of Masterclass Proficiency starts with people and places. That's the topic they talk about, okay? And here we go. People and places. And the most important part here is the multiple choice close, which is part 1 of the reading. It also addresses part 2, but the focus of this unit is part 1, which is a reading part. And then there is a listening exercise. Then they talk about keyword transformations and multiple matching, and then part 3, multiple choice. That's unit 8. Sorry, here. Part 2, set texts. We're going to skip. We're not going to focus on set texts right now, okay? We're only going to focus on essays, letters, and articles for this period of time. And then it talks about part 1, introduction of the speaking test. Grammar is about narrative tenses, past verb form, etc. And then vocabulary is about describing characters and plots. At the end of the student's book, page 160, if I am not mistaken, there is a review session. And the review session starts with vocabulary, then it goes to exam practice, about part 1 of the reading and use of English. Then grammar is about past tenses and would. One of the reasons why it talks about past tenses and would, it's because this is one of the most common mistakes in CPE. You know, there is a book about it, right? There is a Cambridge book which says the most common mistakes at CPE, and they address this issue, past tenses and using would as well. So it's not all of the grammar there is to know about simple past, past continuous, and conditionals. It's just about some ideas which are the most common mistakes. And then there is a writing practice and a speaking practice. We're going to cover this part of the book today in class. I'm going to close the live broadcast now. And next class, one of the participants is coming back with information on how to write using Write and Improve. Okay, so that's it for today. This is just us starting to broadcast this. Guys, open your cameras, please. We're just starting to talk to you guys about passing the C2 Proficiency Exam. We have English teachers, English lovers, and people from all over the world, not all over the world here, but we have Italy, Spain, Brazil, and Uruguay, and Ireland here as well. It's a Brazilian teacher who is in Ireland, but Ireland is presenting, it's making itself present here as well. So here we are. See you on Mondays. And next Monday, we're going to talk about who is going to teach you how to use Write and Improve. Do you want to say bye?
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So I am going to